Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, a former AEW champion is reporting to WWE this week.
I'm going to tell you the real reason WWE censored The Rock.
Got a major update on MJF's creative.
And a WWE veteran earns huge backstage praise. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news. The boys are back together.
In the words of Linkin Park, it's been a while.
How long has it been? Like a month?
7-9 years, something, approximations.
I feel a lot more tired than the last time we were here.
Me too, somehow, and I've been on holiday for a week. How the hell does that work? Like Magnets, the Eternal Mystery.
Hey.
Latest on Jade Cargill.
Oh.
Because it's a slow news day. Not that Jade is not worthy of leading a video, she's awesome. But we've got an update on the situation with her going to WWE, leaving AEW. If you recall last week, Fightful Select were the first to report that the feeling was she's done with AEW and she's on her way to WWE. Raj Giri then came along and said, actually, I think she's, if I was a betting man, I would say that she's staying in AEW. No, she's going to WWE, it seems. PW Insider's Mike Johnson has come through with a new report, learning from WWE sources that Jade is due to start at the Performance Center, or at least go to the Performance Center this very week. Her AEW contract is up, she's a free agent, and she's going to the PC. So, obviously, this isn't a new whole ass story. It's a development in an ongoing story with Jade. She had her match with Chris Statlander on Rampage last week.
Which tells you all you need to know about her leaving AEW.
I know, man. It's like, we'll put them on Rampage. Okay.
I bet you Raj Giri saw that and went, yeah, she's definitely
It's a shame as well because it was a really good match.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, damn, that's like one of Jade's best matches, having it on the way out.
But if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it.
This is it. It's Rampage. This is Rampage, baby. There we go. That's the latest on the situation. Look, I'm a huge Jade Cargill fan. Have been since day one. I don't think her booking over the past year or so has done her many favours.
No.
I think that the baddie stable was sick when it started. I think it blew up way too early, and the ensuing feuds were not all that satisfying. I think Jade could have used something new towards the end of her run. But at the same time, why wouldn't WWE sign her?
Yeah.
She's laced with potential.
All we've said in the office, and all I've seen people saying on Twitter, is what a perfect fit Jade Cargill is for WWE. Yeah, I agree. I think there was certainly the gem of a really good idea, especially like the Red Velvet storyline. Look, she put the right person over when she dropped the title. Chris Statlander, absolutely perfect to take over as TBS champion. Question for you, Andy. I'm getting ahead of myself here before we get to our Twitter questions a little bit later on. A bit of a debate online as to where she should go. Main roster or NXT? What do you reckon?
Main roster, straight away. She's going to look, theoretically, if she was in NXT doing drills at the PC and all this stuff, she's going to learn more, she's going to get better. And look, Jade is sick and she's great at so many things, but, as a wrestler, still a work in progress.
Absolutely.
For sure, but a star of her presence and aura and charisma and personality needs to be on the main roster. If you put her on your, with all due respect, your secondary show, you are immediately telling people that she's not as big of a deal.
Yeah, this is different to putting Becky Lynch down there as champion.
Boom.
That's clearly a temporary measure and a bit of a nice surprise and what have you. It would, sort of diminish her if you're like, right, she needs a few reps in NXT.
Yeah.
Not that I'm comparing the two because it's very unfair. But when they had AJ Styles, they didn't go, right, let's teach him the WWE style.
Exactly.
It's a different kettle of fish, obviously, but I think WWE will know how to present her properly. It's going to be intriguing to see what they do differently to AEW did it, but very excited. And I just like the fact that we've heard someone jumping from one promotion to another. It's like, cool, they're going there. See them in 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's wild. Jumps are good for the business. This is a good situation across the board. Makes people feel fresh, new, and exciting. But hey, it'll be fresh, new, and exciting if you let us know what you think of Jade Cargill and WWE and AEW down in the comment section below. Should she go to NXT? Should she go straight to the main roster? That answer's right, that one's wrong, but let us know anyway.
Let's talk about the best wrestler of all time, The Rock. Well, he's my favourite at least. He returned on SmackDown. I had no bloody idea, and I almost threw my 1-month-old child in the air when his music hit.
Whee!
Don't worry, I didn't. And he would have loved it anyway. He turned up on SmackDown, of course, alongside Pat McAfee and kicked Austin Theory's ass. But the slightly disappointing thing for those watching that show was the fact they couldn't hear half of what was going on because can I say it?
Anyway,
asshole was.
We don't need to worry about these Mother Hubbards.
Yeah, we don't got no FCC here in the UK. He was censored as a result of that, basically, on SmackDown. He did. He got the entire arena both sides alternating. You are an asshole, but you just heard you are, and that was the extent of it, basically.
It was really disruptive.
Fightful Select reporting as much, though, that foul language on WWE programming is something that they're concerned about FCC stamping out on. It's not enforced in the same way as with movies and video games and what have you, but they're just always concerned of getting the old slap on the wrist.
Slappy. Yeah,
basically.
So it's not the same as like TVPG,
No.
which isn't enforced that way according to this report. But I don't know the difference.
No.
So okay.
But it was a huge surprise. It wasn't listed on internal rundowns. There was a bit of talk about it on Twitter just before, but I missed all that because, well, we're asleep when normally those conversations happen. And the pop was absolutely ridiculous. Rock posted on X about it, saying he was completely blown away by the crowd reaction. He says, my appearance was a 100 emoji surprise, Andy. He loved the reaction that he got. Holy he thought when he walked out. He never takes it for granted. Coming home will always be sacred to me. Thanked Pat McAfee. He thanked Austin Theory.
The talented Austin Theory.
The WWE family backstage and Team Rock behind the scenes. Everyone who joined us to go all in. He said, electrifying people's champ, all that sort of thing. He's the best.
The Rock to AEW confirmed is what I'm gaining from this.
And I know what you're thinking. Why aren't they addressing the elephant in the room? We will do in the Twitter questions because, it's completely thrown WrestleMania. Turned it upside down potentially.
Yeah, this was so awesome. Somehow, when I was doing my Saturday morning rounds, I usually go to Figure 4 online, look at the headlines, see what big stuff has happened while I've been asleep. Completely missed the story about The Rock. So then I went onto YouTube to start looking at some clips, and there's a video of The Rock in the ring with Austin Theory. I'm like, what the hell happened here? And then I watched it. It was the best thing ever. It was just one of the most fun wrestling moments of the year.
Yes. Thanks to all the writers who've gone on strike that's given us all these big returns. Apparently Batista's next.
Yeah, who else can we possibly get?
And also, we stand with the writers for the strike as well.
Absolutely. Look, it's fun having these people in wrestling.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
So much fun. You know what else is fun? The What Culture Wrestling Podcast. Video channel coming very soon.
Link in the description.
Yeah.
Almost in the comment section.
Tomorrow, maybe something new dropping.
Woo! You guys haven't had enough new things lately. I've got to give you some more. Purple.
Do you like purple?
Yeah, well, if you don't,
We do.
I'm really sorry if you don't. But here we are, we're purple now. Barney the dinosaur.
Which we're pairing now with Planet Fitness. That's the future of What Culture Wrestling.
A few of us probably stand to benefit from that.
Fair.
To be fair, myself included. Look at this flump physique. You know who has a great physique? MJF.
Very good segue.
Right? Fightful Select report on MJF's current creative in the company. CM Punk gone from AEW. A lot of people thinking, what has that changed? What creative upheaval has that caused? Has that caused problems with MJF? Because it looked like they were going to do that real world's title, world heavyweight title, collision, unification, whatever. Fightful Select have noted that actually there weren't imminent plans for that. So CM Punk's departure from AEW has caused a lot of changes creatively, but that's not one of them. In fact, MJF versus Samoa Joe was always planned. It was always set. This isn't a substitute for like the real world whatever was going to happen. This was always going to happen, and we got the match on Dynamite this week, Grand Slam. Joe, MJF, can't wait. The feud has been awesome.
Eddie Kingston winning a world title, Queens, come on.
The whole card looks incredible. They've sold like 2 tickets, the poor buggers. Fightful note as well, the Punk was locked in with Ricky Starks for a little bit more.
I feel a bit sorry for Ricky and all this.
So
he's doing alright. He beat Brian, spoilers, he beat Brian Danielson on Collision.
Yeah, he's wrestling with Brian Danielson. He's doing okay.
He's a handsome bastard regardless.
Yeah, he's only working with one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. It's what a shame. But yeah, there you go. MJF and Joe was always locked in. Who knows when the hell they were going to do that real world championship thing, but wasn't going to be soon.
Yeah, no word in this story as to whether the title change was factored into it. But do you think Joe beats MJF this week?
I think MJF beats him. I think Joe is like the perfect geezer to have there as like a short, heated, like really cool 4-week feud or whatever. It's like what he did with Brock at Great Balls of Fire. Like, the build to that was so good. I was rooting for Joe to beat him.
Out of him.
Yeah, he kicked his ass all through the build. And then they had, like, a really fun 6-minute match. I think this match will be longer. But the build to this has been so awesome. I love it. Like, it's been short, but really good.
See, MJF's my best friend, but I want him to lose the world title on Wednesday. Because I think there's a fascinating story in Joe beats MJF because of MJF's neck problems. Yeah. And then MJF has to go away for a while. So to defend his honour, Adam Cole fights Joe. Ooh. Cole beats Joe. And then MJF's like, nice world title you got there. You know, we're best friends. How about I...
That's really good.
I saw that on Twitter. That's not mine. No, wait. Was it?
Take credit
I keep forgetting it. I think it's Simon Miller who booked it.
Oh, we can't steal from Simon Miller.
The other day, I'm fairly certain I attributed it to Michael Hamlet, so apologies to Simon Miller. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Kick my ass is what he's going to do.
Probably. But nicely.
Yes.
Softly.
And if he did that, you know what he'd earn? Lots of backstage praise amongst WhatCulture Wrestling. And do you know who else has earned lots of backstage praise?
Hasn't missed a step.
Natalya! Natalya's earned a load of praise after her work with the promotion in India. She worked Superstar Spectacle 2023. She did double duty. She worked Zoe Stark and Rhea Ripley. And Fightful Select reported that you may have seen these reports. I'm not wrong, am I? Becky Lynch couldn't go because there was a rip in her passport. Some bollocks.
Slight tear, I believe, was the exact.
So Becky Lynch was scheduled to fight Zoe Stark because of all the Zoe Stark Trish Stratus stuff, obviously. Natalya was going to work Rhea Ripley, but Natalya went, "Oh, just do both." And she's done a load of backstage praise, quite rightly, for stepping up and doing that. Awesome. All the higher ups very happy with her. Look. Despite my opinions of the way Natalya has been utilised, let's say, over the last decade, no question about her ability. I think she did some really good stuff. She had a really good match with Rhea recently?
Yeah, on Raw in July.
And look, she's really backhanded compliment. She's more than just a solid hand.
Yeah, for sure. Dependable. Yeah. She's like one of WWE's longest serving wrestlers. She's been there since like 2007.
Yeah.
I think and it was right at the beginning of that year as well. So you could basically say 17, 16 years, whatever. Like it's cool seeing people step up in times of difficulty and just helping out and stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. It's certainly a better situation than when what pay-per-view did she get squashed by Rhea on her birthday?
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like
was
1 minute.
Saudi show.
See you later. Yeah, it was, man. It was completely
on her birthday.
What a nice gift. But yeah, good for her. I'm glad she's getting a bit of praise for her stepping up.
Yeah, she'll probably get fed to Nia Jax tonight.
Yeah, probably. Oh man, what a comeback. I can't believe Nia Jax is back. Take a week off.
Just saying, genuinely, I would have been more annoyed at missing that had I not been back at work the day after than missing All In.
Yeah. Listen, I'm the same, and I miss Nia Jax coming back. I went to All In and got a cold from Phil Brooks. So screw you.
Right. Let's move on to your Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE.
I was in the fight.
Weird.
Yeah, I killed them all.
Wow. Have you seen the clip of Punk blading, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What?
I didn't realise it went like that. I thought it was meant to be like... Anyway. Yeah. Eddie Sam Harry starts us off today. Thank you, Eddie, for this question. A lot of people are asking this, of course. Hello, boys, writes Eddie. With the conversation of who will Roman Reigns face at WrestleMania 40, what if Roman defended the title both nights? Night 1 against The Rock, night 2 against Cody Rhodes.
It's an interesting situation. I feel it's quite similar to last year in the idea was that Cody was going to finish the story and the whole thing was Roman, he had to lose on his own and all of this stuff. There was pitched ideas of him wrestling on both nights. I don't really see that one happening. I don't really see them going with the double main event. I think that if WWE see an opportunity to do these over 2 years and have 2 years worth of one night main events settled, that's what they're going to do. I feel like we're still getting Cody. I don't get the impression... I know there's been some rumors and stuff about The Rock and his status. I don't get the impression that he's working Mania this year. I don't know.
Cody has to win the world title at this year's WrestleMania. That's my overall take on this. You cannot... I know they're like, oh, hang on, wait a second, there's another record around the corner that Roman can break. No. I let it slide eventually. I let it slide that Cody didn't win at 39, but by God, he has to win the world title at WrestleMania 40. Look, The Rock... You can do Roman versus The Rock at 41 potentially. Although I am inclined. I saw someone suggesting this, what Eddie said here, with a huge couple of matches. So night 1, Rock versus Roman, world title, but also tribal chief status, family stuff. Yeah. But also night 1, so it doesn't seem unfair on the fact that, wait a second, Cody's just waiting around for whoever wins night one. Cody versus John Cena, which there's rumours of a big like boxing super fight, isn't there, with like Usyk, Wilder, Fury,
Jake
and
Paul.
Joshua, which would sort of it'd mirror it quite nicely. I'd just keep it simple, and I'd put Rhea, Bianca Belair main event of night one, and Cody Roman main event of night two. Roman Rock is always going to be there. They could both disappear until February of 2025.
The Rock is now 74.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
It doesn't really matter when you want to do that because it's the Rock and Roman on a poster. It sells itself. But Cody does have to finish the story next year.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Mark Smith, who writes, "Morning, Spike and friend."
Good Spike.
Because I'm a Dudley boy now. Technically,
Big Dick Dudley, obviously.
I've not been inducted. I don't have to go through some sort of hazing process.
Yeah, I think you need to get some. You need to start by taking these glass things out of your glasses.
And I've got to put some tape.
Yeah. Start berating the crowd.
Please explain. Careful. Please. I've heard some of those promos back in the day.
The best not repeated.
Please explain to the viewers why The Rock is 10 times better than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Thank you, Mark. I'll take this one, Andy. He is. He's the best. He is my favourite wrestler of all time. I love Stone Cold, and I was very lucky to see Stone Cold wrestle in Texas, and I thought, you know what? He's not so bad after all, that guy. I always thought he was sensational, but I always preferred The Rock. I think it was just the period that I got into wrestling, it probably helped that The Rock was the biggest good guy around and just was mugging everyone off left, right and centre. But also, The Rock puts people over on his way out, so, you know.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin buried Kevin Owens last year.
Yeah.
This year.
What a prick.
Was it this year? God, my memory doesn't work.
Nose.
It was last year, wasn't it?
Last year.
Yeah, why doesn't my head work anymore?
God, my brain is soup right now.
Can you imagine how gross a culture war this would have been? Had to if Steve Austin and The Rock were the top guys today, can you imagine how horrible Twitter would be?
The Stan account.
Oh my god, man, it would be awful. Better go to blah blah blah.
I made the mistake of clicking on something on Twitter, and now for some reason my phone suggests Liverpool and Man United fans arguing with each other, and I'm tempted to throw my phone in the river.
Mark Goodridge videos. And he's funny, by the way.
Did you see his thing about when Welbeck scored on Saturday?
I didn't.
I'll show you that in the office later.
He knows what he's doing.
Why does he do it every single time? Well, I don't think doesn't look like Brighton are going to score here. Goal.
It's the best thing of all time. I'm slightly more of a Steve Austin guy than a Rock guy, but look, to carry the most successful period in the company's history, apart from business-wise now, to the all-time.
Yeah.
But I love the way this is phrased. 10 times better. Okay.
Final question today comes from the brilliant Mark Lee Willis. Thanks as always, Mark, for getting in touch. Morning, guys. With Britt Baker DMD again losing a bout whilst using her lockjaw finisher, does this hint in kayfabe that she has to find other means of winning, either different moves or more heelish tactics?
The boys tell you, we met Mark again.
Did you?
After All In, we're taking a photo with a group, and who photobombed us? You'll never get it. Doc Samson from AEW.
What?
Just chimed in and went, hey! We're like, what the hell? Took like a second to figure out who it was.
That's amazing.
Does Britt Baker need something new? Is that the question?
Yeah, she needs to turn heel.
Yeah, I think so. Like, Britt rules, but, there comes a time in everyone's career where they have to change paths a little bit. Obviously, she's been a face for a while now.
Yeah.
And I think that if she does that, it gives her eventual Jamie Hayter comeback a bit of extra sauce as well, because Jamie's beloved. So if she comes back and it's like, hold on, why are you being mean to people, Britt? I think that's really good.
Yeah, I think she kind of lost her way, possibly in relation to the fact because everyone assumed, she'll turn heel on Hayter, and that's actually a huge match when Hayter was champion. Obviously, injuries and title changes and what have you. Like, I think she's been fun as a babyface, but she does her best work as a heel. Despite how lovely she is in person, she was great chatting to Simon Miller at Wale Mania.
It's one of the funniest interviews we've ever put out. It's great. The way it ends, oh my god.
Go and check that out. And make sure you subscribe to our video channel and let us know your thoughts on X at WhatCulture WWE at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for...
I can't remember. I don't really do Hullabaloo.
There we go. Follow me, Adam Wilborn, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
And this one, it's there. It's been there
for
a bit.
Check this out.
Yeah, the stuff.